Okay, hello. Welcome back. I want to adjust our camera here. So, if you are just now joining me, I want to invite you to go back and watch the previous video that I just put on live. You really need to watch that one before you participate in this one because that video is going to explain. It's under a half hour, I think it's like 28 minutes, but it lays the foundation for what I will be teaching you about, which is how to reduce anxiety. I'm Dr. Tammy, and I am a clinical psychologist and licensed marriage and family therapist. I am doing this as just instruction. This is not therapy. I'm not providing any sort of therapy for you. If you need to see a therapist, then I encourage you to, to go on the internet and look one up, or go through your insurance company and actually find someone you can work with in person. But this is just for the purpose of education and helping you understand anxiety and how to manage it. So I'm not going to go back into anything that we already talked about from our last video, because like I said, we laid the foundation there to understand anxiety, where it comes from, and the different types of anxiety. So this one, I'm going to teach you the first skill, which is grounding. Now, a grounding exercise, which is well known in the field of psychology, for managing our physiological responses to anxiety, triggers, memories, things like that will cause our body to feel something from the nervous system. So that's our physiological response. Now, the grounding I'm going to teach you in this video, and then the resourcing that I'm going to teach you in the next video, those are specific techniques to help you manage your physiological response, okay? What we call anxiety. So like I say, it's not the thought or the memory that is the issue. It's what's happening in our body, okay? It's the physiological response. And it is absolutely manageable, okay? We can manage how our body responds, but it takes practice. So you can do this anywhere. And it's best if you start with doing it in your home, doing it where you can have quiet. As I'm talking right now, I am looking at a squirrel that is my front window, looking in on the ledge, and I'm just waiting for my dog to jump up and see him. And as soon as that happens, you are going to hear all sorts of barking. So let's just hope this little critter jumps down. It's the cutest thing. I really wish you could see it. But he is searching for food, and I put bird food out for them, for the birds, but not the squirrels. And so he's hoping he can find some. So sorry about that diversion. He's gone now. So, okay, so I want you to first take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Breathing is so important to start the process with getting a sense of our body, and helping our bodies calm down. So again, take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs, hold and release through your mouth. Very good. Okay, now I want you to start with sitting. So I want you to notice yourself sitting. For me, it's on my couch. You may be sitting at a dining room table, but I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes so you can kind of shut out all the visual stimuli. And like I said, having quiet. So you want to do this where you can start practicing with quiet, because if you can do that and you can get good at this, you will be able to do this exercise in a crowd and will be very effective. So turn off whatever noise you may have, except for myself here, leading you through this, coaching you through this. And I want you just to close your eyes and notice the feeling of sitting on your rear end in the chair or couch or bed, wherever you are. I want you to notice that feeling right now. Okay, do you notice that? Put all your focus on the feeling of sitting, the physical feeling of sitting on the couch. Just notice that. Okay, when you notice that, just give yourself a little nod. Good job. Okay, very good job. Now I want you to shift your focus and your attention to your feet. Okay, so again, you're in a sitting position, and that can be on your, well, it can't be on your bed. It's got to be on a seat, a chair, couch, where you can actually feel your feet on the floor. Preferably, you're barefoot so that you can get a bit more of the physical sensation. So I want you to feel your feet on the floor. Notice the feeling in the bottom of your feet. Just put all your focus there. I'm going to be quiet here in a minute, and I just want you to just put all your focus on what your feet are feeling. Okay, do you notice that? Feel that feeling. Good job. Now, before we move on, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, fill your lungs, exhale through your mouth. Just feel your body relaxing. Let your body just relax. Let all that stuff roll off. Good job. Now, I want you to take your hands, the palms of your hands, and I want you to either put them on, well, let's start with putting them on the surface next to you. Okay? Like for me, it's on my couch. For you, maybe on a table. You can definitely put it on a table in front of you. Okay? And I want you to just push down just a little bit, just slightly, where you can feel your hands making contact with the surface underneath them. Okay? Go ahead and do that. And continue your breathing as you're doing this. But all of your thoughts right now are on the sensation you're feeling in your hands. Okay, just notice that. You notice that feeling? Good job. Excellent job. Okay, now take your hands, shake them out. Okay, good. Now take another deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Feels so good, doesn't it? Now we're going to do one more. I want you to take your hands and make them like fists, okay? I want you to just squeeze. Squeeze. You should feel that. Pretty tough. I want you to close your eyes to close out all of the visual stimuli, including myself. And I want you to notice that feeling. Take all of your thoughts and attention on the pressure you feel in your hands. Can you feel that? Good job. Okay, relax, release, let them go. Okay, fantastic. Very good. You just did your first practice with grounding. Now you can do this standing. You can do this with your hands against the wall and feeling the pressure. Now, what I want you to notice right now, all the thoughts you had went away. All of the thoughts, all your attention was focused on the physicalness. Why is that? Because that physical sensation, that contact with whatever it was, what you were sitting on, that physical sensation in your body is where your thoughts were forced to go. And so other thoughts cannot compete with that. Other thoughts of being overwhelmed by a group, being overwhelmed by stimuli somewhere, overwhelmed by horrible recurrence of thoughts, those other thoughts cannot compete with the physical sensation in your body in what you are choosing. Okay. So the type of physicality, the physical sensations is something you controlled and you chose. Now, when you are having thoughts about your environment, thoughts about what's happening in the world, thoughts about what's happening in the room around you, thoughts about past trauma, all of those lead to a physical sensation as well. Remember? And we called it the response from the autonomic nervous system, specifically the sympathetic nervous system. So we notice all of that, and all of our thoughts now are going toward the uncomfortableness of what our body is feeling. But conversely, you can choose to manipulate a sensation in your body and put all of your thoughts on that, and that's where your thoughts will be. I've never seen what we used to call thought stopping, and some still practice that in stopping certain thoughts. Snapping a rubber band on your wrist, yes, that can be effective because it hurts. And so now your thoughts are on what that feeling is. Voila, that's right. But you can do feelings in your body without snapping a rubber band, or you may want to do that. Oftentimes, I have, when people are really struggling with stopping this sensation in their body, the activation of that sympathetic nervous system, which leads to that I want to run out of the room feeling. I will have people start with something that might be even a little more tangible, like marbles, cold, something, stones that are cold, maybe put them in the fridge and then you can hold them. Something that is stronger. So if you are struggling with some of the basic exercises that we just did, then you may need something a little more intense in terms of stimuli, a physical type of sensation. So we will come back to this. I want you to practice this. And you, like I said, you practice it in quiet, by yourself with no noise. And then when you get good and when you can shift and shut those thoughts down and put it onto what you're choosing your body to do, away from the activated, physiological response, when you are choosing it, and even if it's getting those rocks or something that's cold or something that has more of a tactile feel that's more prominent, then you can do this, like I said, out in a crowded room, and you can shut down that panic that is causing, and that severe anxiety that is causing your body to freak out. Okay, so extreme anxiety, panic, where we feel like we're panicking, having panic attacks. The more we can practice with these grounding exercises, the better. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. You practice these. Watch for our next video for the third part 3. But in the meantime, subscribe to this channel. Go and subscribe. Click subscribe. Become a subscriber so that you will be notified when I do more videos. And so I know that this is something that you would like and would like more of. Okay. So how fun. We're going to start 2023 with learning the basics of managing ourselves so that we can get out there and do the things that God's called us to do, what we were meant to do, what we were born to do, so we can get out there and see our dreams come true, so that we can accomplish those things that we want to accomplish, that we know we need to accomplish, the desires within our heart. But if we are held back in fears, anxieties, panic of moving forward, then that's going to stop all of our moving forward, right? We want to move forward in 2023. So become a subscriber. Tell me, yes, Dr. Tammy, I want more of this and more things that you can do to help me, become more successful in my life and accomplish and achieve the things I want to achieve. All right. Love you all. See you soon.